Hey guys, it's Lance from CinematicGalaxy, and something happened recently that I feel very compelled to talk about, and that's that the new trailer for The Amazing Spider-Man, the second one, has officially been released. Now, first of all, I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man 1 and 2. I love those films. Some people aren't really fans of them, but they're among my favorites of all time. And the third one, it was a bit of a disappointment. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm not really a fan of it. But at the same time, I wasn't really eager for a reboot because, for one, I feel like Sony kind of did Raimi wrong with Spider-Man 3. There's a lot of studio interference, I think, with that film, and I think that was a lot of the issues with that film. And I just wasn't a fan of them making a reboot so soon. When the first Amazing Spider-Man trailer hit, I actually thought it looked pretty good. You know, I was looking at it and I said, it looks like it could be good. It looks like they're really putting effort into it. But I still wasn't excited for it. It was a film that I was curious about, but I wasn't really caring about seeing it all. Well, now we have the second trailer for The Amazing Spider-Man, and I have to say, I'm on board. I actually really love this trailer. I thought it was great. I mean, you know, we see a lot more Spider-Man in this one, and I like that the first trailer didn't show us really Spider-Man that much. It just showed us like the last shot of him as he was swinging. But this trailer, we see a lot of Spider-Man, and there was one particular moment where I was sold on Andrew Garfield, and I was sold on Spider-Man in this movie. It was where he snuck into a car that this car thief was stealing, and the car thief turns around. The car thief turns around, the car thief sees him in the mirror, and he turns around and he's like, "Are you a cop?" And Spider-Man says, "I'm wearing a red and blue suit. Do I look like a cop to you?" And I just thought that was hilarious. It actually made me chuckle, and it just is so in line with how Spider-Man should be. You know, Spider-Man from the comics is always cracking one-liners, and he's just saying these witty, smart comments to the criminals that he comes across. And Tobey Maguire, a lot of people say he didn't do that in the films. I thought he did a good bit of that, you know, in the first movie. The second movie, he was going through a lot of stuff, so he didn't do it as much. But, I mean, I love Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. But I do like that we are seeing an even more humorous side of Spider-Man that is more in line with the comics. Also, I have to say that I really like the darker look of this film. You know, visually it looks like it'll be great. You know, just the shots of Spider-Man swinging through New York City at nighttime and stuff, I just really like that. Whereas Raimi's films, they had darker scenes, but a lot of the scenes in those films were shot in broad daylight. But I like that we're seeing a Spider-Man that's out at night more. You know, I just think that's cool. Now, the Lizard is a villain of this film, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a big fan of his design so much, but I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it. But I actually really wanted the Lizard to come around as a villain in the Raimi Spider-Man movies because they kept setting up Dr. Connors in all the films. And if they were going to make a Spider-Man 4, I personally wanted the Lizard as a villain just because I just thought they could do something great with that. But it looks like that's what we're getting with The Amazing Spider-Man. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the design, but I can get used to it, just like I've gotten used to Andrew Garfield's suit. I don't think it looks that bad now. I mean, at first I was kind of turned off by the new Spider-Man suit, but I like the colors, you know, I think it'll pass. And all in all, I'm excited for this film now, and I honestly did not expect that. I mean, I'm actually looking forward to this movie. I'm not just curiously awaiting it. I'm actually going to be on board. I'm going to see it, and I'm going to be disappointed if it stinks. And I don't think it's going to stink, because it's from the director of 500 Days of Summer. That was really good, and hopefully this guy can bring a whole new awesome feeling to Spider-Man. And as much as I'll always love Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man and Peter Parker, that doesn't mean that I won't love Andrew Garfield as well. I mean, the guy, it's a different telling of Spider-Man. You know, it's not the same continuity, so it's not like they just replaced Tobey Maguire. It's a whole new setup. And I think from the looks of him, Andrew Garfield looks like he'll make a great Peter Parker and a great Spider-Man. And I have no problems with another awesome Spider-Man movie. I'm totally up for that. And if this movie is good, even though they rebooted it, it will wash out the kind of bad taste left in my mouth from Spider-Man 3. So anyway, guys, let me know. I know you've probably seen the trailer. If you have, what do you think of this film? Were you skeptical of it like me? And did this trailer do its job of getting you excited for this film now? Because I'm totally going to be there whenever it comes out. I'm going to have to figure that out. But I'm definitely going to be there now. And anyway, guys, take care. And this is Lance of Cinematic Galaxy signing off.